And the final movie we watched this week was Nico's pick, that being the 1992 film Ghostwatch.
All right, fellas, so Ghostwatch is a film about a news broadcast where it's a Halloween night, so they're just, like, showing a spooky little ghost story about, like, some local family where it's like, oh, they've got a ghost haunting them. That's crazy. We're gonna have, like, a fucking news anchor go in there and just, like, chat with them, see what's up with that. But then, holy shit, there actually is a ghost! Tanner, what's your fun fact?
Dude, fun fact. So when they first broadcast this, people thought it was real, and it ended up causing a mass panic and got banned from rebroadcast.
Yeah, it gave a bunch of kids PTSD from it.
Mm-hmm.
Tanner, where are you ranking it?
I am in between a C+ and a C.
Dylan, how about yourself?
I feel like I'm wrong for this. I put it below, like one below, or was it one below? It might be two below. I gave it an A. I can't remember.
Okay, there you go. Jackson?
I'm at a C-.
Interesting. I am at a C+.
Yeah, I kind of figured it. Fair enough.
Yeah, I found this movie boring as rocks. Obviously, there's minor things you can latch onto, like you'll randomly actually see the ghost in random frames and stuff, but really, it's all just set up for like the last 10 minutes, and that's the whole movie. And other than that, you're just kind of watching a fucking boring TV show. Obviously, we have the context of it being fake, so like, I was expecting there to be more substance, but there really wasn't. I was kind of just fucking bored the entire time.
I definitely like the idea behind this film. It's very neat. The fact that like they actually just broadcast this on television. They use like actual prominent news anchors from their fucking area and shit like that to be like, to add legitimacy to it. Like, they did have a disclaimer before the broadcast. It was like, hey, this is all fake, by the way. Don't worry. But, like, people who are catching, like, midway through and shit like that wouldn't be aware of that. So they're just like, holy shit, that girl's possessed!
Well, I agree. I think the concept is novel, but I also don't inherently think that novelty just makes something better. Like, in this case, you know, it's a cool idea. I think it could be better if it was iterated on, like maybe with Late Night with the Devil, which I think that movie did this concept
that one
a lot better than this one. Obviously, it's got fucking almost 30 years on it, probably. But yeah, I think the idea is cool. I think the setup for the actual like real life showing of it is interesting. But watching this now in 2025, I just thought it was boring.
Yeah, the big thing with me is, like, I can appreciate that this was sort of the first version of this idea, but, like, it's the first version of this idea, so it's got some kinks that will be worked out by future filmmakers, you know? Yeah, I thought it was neat. The hidden figures throughout are... You know, it's a little spooky. I think the ending is pretty solid, which is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very slow burn, so that's the thing that really holds it back for me. And also, like, it doesn't get that crazy, you know?
I do agree with you. I actually do like the ending sequence. I think there are some good bits there. There's a lot of chaos going on. There's a lot of uncertainty. I think the news anchor girl going into the closet and just fucking vanishing is cool, you know? But I just don't think the entire movie leading up to that moment is warranted.
Alrighty, fellas. Do we? Yeah, Dylan. What do you think about it? Why'd you like it so much?
Do you guys want to take a single guess each as to why I like this movie?
It scared you.
No. Alright, nobody else is gonna participate. Literally just immersion. That's it. The immersion worked on me. I guess that's the only thing I could say about this movie.
There you go. Did you have any further thoughts on it?
I mean, that it's really hard to even justify beyond that. Like, I realized, like, I came to the realization, like, damn, this movie, and admittedly, this is me and my imagination, so don't fucking roast me, I guess, or whatever the fuck, like you guys always do, but it legitimately let me pose the question in my mind of, like, damn, is this real or is this fake? And then, once I realized that their immersion was tuned that high, I just, like, got into it, and... A little, I guess, fun fact about me, I used to watch fucking ghost hunting shows. I used to be a big paranormal person, like, a while back, so this kind of struck, like, a nostalgia chord in a way. Not because I've seen this before, but just in the sense that I used to watch content similar to this. And, yeah, when the immersion got me, it just for me, if there's any semblance of immersion, it's usually what helps me get into a movie more. I thought that the acting in this was real to person, you know? Like, people could say, like, it was boring, but I think it pulled off a news broadcast about a ghost investigation very well. And, I think they supported the story very well. I think it moved on at a decent pace. They had enough chaos going on to where it's just like again, they're adding to the immersion. They're getting phone calls. They're getting weird phone calls. They're like, all this stuff is happening. They're like, oh, what if the ghost is real? What if the girls are just pretending? And they're like throwing all these things in here, and it's not them trying to hard focus and steamroll past the subject. They're adding contention into the movie. And like I said, the immersion just worked, and they had a lot of factors playing into that allowed for that to happen. And I like how they didn't really do anything too over the top. Like, there was some weird shit going on, but it wasn't like... And I'm not trying to slander Late Night with the Devil, but like... Because Late Night with the Devil was a fantastic movie, but like, they didn't have anything to that degree, but I think that's what made this so... Like, it didn't break my suspension of disbelief, or however that statement's supposed to go. You guys know what I'm trying. So...
Well, there we go.
I like that you're able to be immersed in it. I will say a reason I like Late Night with the Devil a lot is because it did feel very immersive, and I did find myself, I felt like I was watching an actual TV program. This one, I just don't think it did enough early enough specifically to really engage me, so I just never felt that, unfortunately.
That's fair. I legitimately, as a joke or not, I expected at least one of you to say, I didn't like this movie because they're British. I figured it was going to be Tanner.
That does sound like something he'd say, to be fair.
Anyway.
But yeah, no, I definitely see why you would like this movie a lot more if that did work on you, which is, I'm sure, why a lot of people do like this movie. We have a pretty unpopular opinion on this film, I would say.
Yeah, no, and I like how they at least brought things to bear, like the girl was covered in scratches, and we're like, oh yeah, that's ghost things. But then we find out later in the movie, the guy died under the stairs and had a shit ton of cats. So like, and I remember questioning at one point towards the end, about 2/3 in the movie, I was like, damn, those, like, I'm hearing, like, cats, there's a cat place here for a specific reason. The scratches on the girl look like cat scratches. I wonder if that's, like, and then they confirmed, like, there's, like, that one random tip-off call where it's like, oh yeah, there was a guy who committed suicide, he had, like, 12 cats. I was like, there we go. They're not directly implying the scratches, but, like, the girl looking like she had a shit ton of cat scratches makes sense. She's banging on the pipes, but she's, like, not... And they're playing with all these ideas, like, she is the output, but the younger sister is, like, the input. She's the one drawing the energy. They say it in the movie. She draws in the energy. The one outputs it or whatever. And they just have reasons for everything. Well, not for everything. I don't want to use absolutes here. They just have things that happen because of other things. I'll say that to be something. It just felt natural to me, which is a part of immersion, I guess.
Well, fellas, do we have anything else to say about Ghostwatch?
No.
Fantastic. I'm going to be sticking at my C+ then.
I think I'll raise up to just a flat C. I think C- might be a little... I'll give it a bit of credit just for being the progenitor of the genre, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll be kind and do the C+.
I'll stick to my guns and keep the A. If I enjoyed the movie, I enjoyed it. Who fucking cares?
Based? And it lands at a B- because of that.
Hell yeah.